Hey Lexi and Dylan, here's today's book. It's called Guinea Pigs Go Stargazing by Kate Sheed. Okay. Bob and Ginger have always had a fascination with the night sky. Every night they would gaze at the stars through their bedroom window with curiosity. One night, Bob asked Ginger, "What exactly is a star?" "I'm not sure," replied Ginger. So Bob and Ginger decided to find out. So they set to work the very next day. They went to the library and spent hours reading books about astronomy. Astronomy is the study of the sun, the moon, stars, planets, comets, and everything else in the universe. "Ginger, look, I found out what a star is," Bob shouted with excitement. A star is a huge spinning ball of hot glowing gas. The center of the star is especially hot and produces lots of energy. This energy eventually travels out of the star and is given off as heat and light. That's what gives a star its glow, he concluded. "Guess what else?" asked Bob. "Stars are round, not pointy. Our eyes play tricks on us. They don't really twinkle either," he continued. Starlight bends as it travels through a layer of gases called the Earth's atmosphere. This makes a star look like it's twinkling, Bob explained. Stars might appear similar in the sky, but they differ in size, brightness, temperature, and colour. All stars are hot, but the hottest are blue and the coolest are red. The Sun is the closest star to Earth. This yellow dwarf star is average in size and temperature compared to other stars. Proxima Centauri is the closest star to the Sun. It would take thousands and thousands of years to fly there. Proxima Centauri is a red dwarf star. It is much smaller and cooler than our Sun. Rigel is a type of star called a blue supergiant. Rigel is enormous compared to the Sun and is much hotter. Bob and Ginger read about imaginary patterns drawn by linking bright stars together. These are called constellations. "There are 88 constellations in the sky around the Earth," cheered Ginger. "They are in the shape of animals, mythical creatures, people, and objects." Every stargazer gave the constellation names and told stories about them. "Would you like to hear about the story of Orion and Scorpius?" asked Bob. "Yes, please," replied Ginger. Orion was a fearless hunter who vowed to kill every animal on Earth. This angered Mother Earth, so she sent Scorpius, a giant scorpion, to kill Orion. The god Zeus placed Orion and Scorpius in different parts of the sky. Orion is in the sky for part of the year until Scorpius comes and chases him away. "Wow, great story," said Ginger. Next, Ginger discovered the Earth is divided into two halves by an imaginary line called the equator. "These halves are called hemispheres," said Ginger. "People in the northern hemisphere see different constellations to people in the southern hemispheres." "But what about zodiac constellations?" interrupted Bob. "They can be seen from both hemispheres. The 12 zodiac constellations form a circle around the Earth and the Sun. They form a starry backdrop to the planet and the Moon." Bob and Ginger were fascinated by shooting stars and wanted to learn about them. "I would love to see a shooting star so that I can make a wish," Bob explained. "Bob, did you know that shooting stars are not really stars?" said Ginger. "Wow, really? What are they?" Ginger drew some diagrams to help her explain. "This is what we see as shooting stars," concluded Ginger. "Amazing," said Bob. Bob and Ginger were amazed by what they had read about, but they really wanted to discover space in real life. Bob had an idea. "Let's go stargazing and see the stars for ourselves," he suggested. "That's a fantastic idea," squealed Ginger. They rushed home together what was needed for a night of camping under the stars. Bob found an old telescope in the attic. "This will do perfectly," he said. Ginger found a torch and a compass. "These will help us find our way," she smiled. They also packed a tent to sleep in. "Let's bring marshmallows to toast on a fire," said Bob, "and a flask of hot chocolate to keep us warm," added Ginger. With their bags packed, Bob and Ginger set off. "We will need to go far away so that the city lights won't block our views of the stars," advised Bob. Ginger spotted a hilltop on their map that would make the perfect viewing point. "We'll need to walk across the park and through the forest to get to it," she said. It was beginning to get dark. Bob noticed a bright light shining next to the moon. "Ginger, look, I can see the planet Venus," said Bob. "Wow," replied Ginger. "It's also called the morning and evening star because it can only be seen for a short time before sunrise or after sunset." Bob and Ginger made it into the forest, but they were having trouble finding a way out. "I can't see a thing through all these trees," sighed Ginger. Just then Ginger remembered that she had a torch and a compass. "We need to head north," said Bob. Ginger held the compass flat, and when its arrow pointed on, she shouted, "Come on, Bob, this way." "There's the hilltop," cheered Ginger. "At last," said Bob with a sigh of relief. It was a tough climb, but the view was worth the wait. Bob and Ginger could see the Milky Way shimmering in the dark night sky. "Wow," gasped Ginger. "How amazing is this galaxy that we live in. Did you know that stargazers used to think it would look like spilled milk? That's how the Milky Way got its name," giggled Bob. Bob and Ginger began pitching their tents. Pitching a tent, however, is not easy in the dark. However, they had packed head torches. Finally, the tent was up and they were ready to explore the night sky. Bob and Ginger used their telescopes to see objects in more detail. Using their eyes, Bob and Ginger spotted some constellations. "There's Ursa Major," said Ginger, beaming. "I see Ursa Minor too," said Bob. "Look over there," Bob shouted. "It's Orion and his dog Canis Major. It looks like they're going to fight Taurus the Bull." Bob and Ginger were just about to go to bed when out of nowhere a bright, beautiful shooting star appeared. "Quick, Bob, make a wish," whispered Ginger. Bob and Ginger closed their eyes and made a wish. "What did you wish for?" asked Ginger. "I'll tell you when it comes. Won't come. If I tell you then it won't come true," replied Bob. After a long day and night learning all about the stars, Bob and Ginger cozied up beside a warm campfire. "What a magical evening this was," said Ginger. "The end. Love you, babies. Bye."